You're at your favorite pizzeria. You have your bottle of Dr. Pepper next to you. You've got a meat lover's pizza on the way to your table, and you are feeling fine. But then you hear the honking, and it's not a car horn. Howdy folks, welcome to another episode of Phenomena, the show where I, your ghostly host with the most, will choose a topic that I find interesting in the horror, fantasy, and sci-fi genres, ask a bunch of questions about them, see if I can answer my own questions, and after that, I relinquish my questions to you in the comments. You can leave me your opinions, leave me some of your own questions, and yeah, we just have a ball. So, as you probably might have guessed already, this episode is going to be a little bit different from the ones that have come before. We're gonna have a clown battle. I know what that sounds like, and maybe some of you might be a little bit miffed that I called MIMES clowns, but to me, they're just monochromatic clowns. I don't really know what other category to put them in. The point is, this episode, instead of having multiple questions for each thing that would just be too drawn out, I just want to make a case for both sides, right? Clowns being super scary and seeing what the possibility of having scary mimes in movies would be like, or if it's possible at all, or if we already have any. So get some snacks, get a blanket, curl up, listen to me drone on about clowns versus mimes. So, clowns. For those of you wonderful, lovely people who watch my channel who don't know what a clown is, I got you. Now that everybody's on the same page, let's get started on how clowns are scary. Because you think about the origins of clowns supposedly being these entertainers for children, for circus parties, for carnivals, for sideshows. That's kind of the image I have here of clowns here in America. I don't know what it's like anywhere else, but like here in America, clowns are just either a meme or just terrifying. There is no in between. Not trying to offend any clowns out there. Y'all do what you do. You go to school for it. I think that's a fantastic thing. Make your money. Bozo the Clown came out in 1949, but didn't really reach popularity until 1960. And this was around another time in America where everything was supposed to be family friendly. Censorship was a huge thing in the 50s. So Bozo the Clown sounded like a fantastic thing for your kids to be watching. No one was really doing scary clown movies or scary clown comics. Maybe they were. Maybe I'm just out of the loop. The whole killer clown theme kind of started later on, the 80s, in my opinion, where it got a little bit stronger. You have the cult classic that everybody knows about and loves, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. And yes, that is spelled with a K. Alien clowns from another planet come to Earth, turn you into cotton candy, and suck your life forces out. Sounds like a great Saturday night date movie. Come on, if you're not clowning with me, I'm not clowning with you. After that, I don't really know what came in between that. You had scary clowns just in movies as opposed to scary clown movies for a while. In Poltergeist, you had the little scary clown man that grabbed onto the kids. And then later on, you have the granddaddy of scary clown movies, Stephen King's It. The miniseries comes out in the 90s. Everybody's scared of clowns after that. Everybody. So I think in a weird way, it became family friendly in that it could scare anybody. After that, it just seems like people went on a roll with the whole scary clown thing. I know in the Spawn comics you have Clown, the demon that follows Spawn around and kind of just bothers him, if anything. House of a Thousand Corpses, Clown, Clown House, American Horror Story, Freak Show, Stitches, Killjoy, Fear of Clowns, The Clown at Midnight, The Last Circus. You have so many like clown movies that are like super obvious clown movies. You've taken that kind of career that wasn't meant to be terrifying and you've turned it on its head into something that everybody is wary of. So I don't want to like make this whole clown case about how scary clowns are, because there are people who do make a career out of it and they are good at it and they're just trying to make their money. I feel like it's a little disrespectful to just be like,
clowns are just scary. You should never trust the clown.
It's an unfortunate thing, but there are many of us who are just scared of clowns. Moving on from that, I'm gonna try to make a case for the mime situation. But I have a different way of understanding it, I guess. What do we know about mimes? I still had to do my own research on mimes. When you've seen them mostly in media, it's usually as like mostly French person who's all monochromatic and super intense. They don't speak and they put themselves in a box and they put you in a box and they make walls. It's interesting to watch for a little bit, but that's how they make their money too. Where are they in horror movies? Because I feel like you could do a lot with them. The silent but deadly killer. Maybe it just doesn't have as much of a scary ring to it as like Killer Clown does. Killer Mime. Killer Clown sounds a lot more terrifying. I could understand that. But I also feel like there's something that we can at least compare the mime to. The idea of like a scary mime to. We have silent but deadly killers already. And no, not for you people out there who are guessing. I'm talking more about Michael Myers, Jason, Ghostface. All the killers who don't really speak when they're about to try to kill you. Now Ghostface obviously is a semi-exception, but they just kind of unnerve you at first, right? So I mean, a mime could kind of do the same thing, especially if it's late at night, you're walking home and a mime stops you and dude is not speaking to you, you're trying to get around him and he's just like getting closer and closer to you, and then it's like boom, you know, he caught you in a box. That'd be terrifying. Silent but deadly killers. It kind of works. It kind of makes sense in terms of an example of what a mime, like an evil mime in a movie, could be. Now obviously some of you out there are already like,
you compared a mime to Jason and Michael Myers, and
I'm not at all saying that they are mimes. I'm saying that the whole idea of the silent but deadly killer could work for an evil mime movie. I think we're missing out. I think we can really make it happen. I don't understand why not, you know? And it's not like we don't have people who are creative enough to come up with something like that. You got plenty of really creative horror movies out there that exist. I don't see how an evil mime can't be that. And maybe I'm missing it. Maybe I missed an actual evil mime movie that did come out. I would like to see one. So if any of you know of one, let me know. Also, if you have a scary clown movie that you'd like me to check out, please, I implore you to hit me up, tell me what you think. But yeah, that's all for today's episode. Let me know what you think. I know it might have seemed like I was being a little winded. That was just all. I kind of wanted to make my case for both sides and kind of explain their scariness, or how I kind of read them as scary. I just want to see what you guys think, so leave your comments and your questions down in the comments section and all that. You already know the drill.